I'm Carrie. I'm going to take a 5-minute break from working at my kitchen table and show you some stretches. A lot of us are spending a lot of time sitting and wanting to find ways to just stretch our bodies quickly, and something you could do every few hours. So first thing I'm going to do is just turn my chair. I'm going to cross one ankle over the other thigh, and I'm just going to relax forward, drop my head, and just take 3 breaths here. Feeling that nice stretch in the low back, feeling the stretch in the back of the leg, the inner thigh, the outer thigh, the hips. And then just switch legs. Try to lengthen your spine and relax your shoulders. Good. All right, and then I'm just going to turn sideways on my chair. I'm going to drape one arm over the back of the chair, and I'm just going to do a little twist with my other hand here. If you want to, you could even cross your leg over. And then while I'm sitting this direction, I'm going to take this leg over the back of my chair here. This is going to open up that hip flexor, which is really important when you've been sitting a lot because your knees are up. So we need to stretch this out. That's going to give you a lot of relief in your low back. And as you do this, see if you can pull your low back long. And then take that hand, same hand as that back leg, and I'm going to reach backwards, keeping that arm by my ear, and then reach in towards the back of your chair. And then let's go to the other side. So I'm just going to repeat everything I just did, turning the other way on my chair. So draping one arm over the back of the chair, one arm here behind the seat. Just looking over that shoulder. You could cross that leg if you wanted to. Feeling really, really tall in that spine, and then rotating. And then take that leg, sit towards the edge of your chair, send your leg behind you. Bring that tailbone under, pull those abs tight, get really tall. Feel that nice stretch in that hip flexor. Take this arm up, reach up for the ceiling, and then reach back a few feet on the ceiling, and then reach over to the back of your chair. It's going to release the psoas muscles. And then come out of it. Good, let's do little neck stretches. So let's go ahead and take the cheek to one shoulder. That other hand, I'm going to reach to the back of my chair. So I don't know if you can, I'm going to turn my chair so you can see. So as I tip my cheek to one side, the opposite hand, I'm going to reach way down on that chair, get a nice stretch down my shoulder blade, across the neck. Then I'm going to release that hand. I'm going to look backwards over this other shoulder, dropping the chin down, looking up, and releasing it. So let's do the other side. So one hand just gently resting on the top of your head, just the weight of your hand without pulling. Take that other hand behind the chair. So the farther away I sit from that back hand, the deeper that stretch is going to be. And then I can release my head and I can look back. Dropping the chin down. Bring the chin up. And releasing. Good. I'm going to stand up and I'm going to put one foot on my chair. Pulling those toes back towards me, and if you have tight hamstrings, you're going to feel it right away just standing here. This might be all you need to do is to just stand up tall and try to dorsiflex that foot, pulling those toes and the whole arch of the foot back towards you. If you want to, just push your rear end back and bring your chest a little bit more forward. So my foot's in parallel, my knee and toes are pointing straight up. After you take a few breaths here, rotate your leg open so your toes and your knees point to the corner. You feel the stretch differently here. let's do the other leg. So straight up. I'm trying to get nice and tall so I'm standing straight up and down on this standing leg. These toes and knees are pointing straight up to the sky. I'm going to hinge at the hips, so pushing my rear end backwards, bringing that chest forward a little bit. You don't want to go to the point of pain. You just want to go to a little bit of discomfort. The muscles are relaxed. They'll start to relax after about 10 or 15 seconds here. And then you could turn your toes and your knees out, external rotation in that hip joint. Great, and then I'm going to finish with one more. I'm actually just going to go to my desk or my table. And I'm going to put my armpits on the table and just get a nice stretch here. So pull those abdominals tight, get a stretch in the shoulders. Maybe I lift up my heels, shift my weight back, get a little more into those hamstrings. And then go ahead and bend your knees, round your back, and then arch your back. So lift your chest, lift your tail, little cat-cow stretches right here, supporting yourself on that table. And then come out of it. So see if that makes you feel better, if you set that into your day a few times throughout the day just to stretch out those muscles. Thanks for joining me.